We've taken on a few different bosses now, with the Ender Dragon and the Wither, but I've seen that we have a few other bosses that we can take on as well, which is exactly what we're going to do today. In the Defiled Lands, I know that we have these conjuring altars here, which I'm sure that we can summon something from them. Whether they are the bosses that we are looking for or not, I'm not entirely sure. But I believe that we need to make these items here and then use them on the conjuring altar in order to summon something at least. We can make a calling stone which will summon the destroyer by using some defiled stone bricks, scarlight and a black heart. And we can craft an idol of sorrow to summon the mourner using some umbrium ingots, a block of scarlight and a ravaging ingot. The calling stone seems to be the simpler of the two items to make first, so let's go get some items in order to make them. Which I'm not really sure where we get a black heart from, but I assume it's something that's maybe dragging us about at the moment. Oh, there it is actually. I will set our dragon's eye bauble here to search for some scarlight for us, and we will head in to find it. So far, no scarlight just yet, just a lot of nasties of course, which to be fair really aren't that tough, just irritating the way the Ramons keep throwing us around the place. Although I have stumbled across yet another dragon nest here. Oh, why not? Hello you, let's do this nice and quick then, shall we? That was probably just a tier 4 one, but regardless, they're starting to get stupidly easy to kill. Well, we will collect the goodies from it as per normal, and it has dropped us a dragon egg. This time a grey one, so that at least will give Plum a new friend to play with. And also, it was only a stage 4 dragon. Well, I know that I have some scarlight in a chest within the hobbit house here, but what I will do then is just set that on fire and place the dragon egg in and let it hatch whilst we go get this. And that should now be everything that we require to make the calling stone. As for the idol of sorrow, we need some umbrium ingots, which I do have. And we will need a full block of scarlight, so it's just the ravaging ingot that we need to make, which we can make one using ravaging essence and another umbrium ingot, with the essence being just a drop that I'm sure I've got some of already. Perfect. So let's quickly then make one of the ingots, and then finally make one of these idols of sorrow. And we will just await the dragon egg hatching here before heading back over to that conjuring altar and seeing what we can summon. And that's it now hatched. Hello little pal. I seen that we could do this last time but didn't with Plum, but whenever they are small, we can have them on our shoulders like this. But down you go pal. Now, what type are you then? You are a female. I don't know if our dragons can breed together or not. It could be interesting to have a little army of dragons though. But you, I want you to stay, and in fact, I want you to come into the house here so that you don't run away. I will come back and check on her at another point, but at least in there, she should be nice and safe and won't fly away. Right. Let's get ourselves then over to this Defiled Lands. I'm not too sure what to expect once we summon whatever it is we are summoning here. I don't have my burrito out yet, but I could do if this gets tough. But let's summon the Destroyer then. Which is not what I thought it was going to be. On second thoughts, maybe it is. Right, we seem to have yet another wither type thing. Wherever it's gone. Right, you stop jumping about. That's my job to do this sort of stuff. Really? That easy? Well, it dropped us some ravaging essence and umbrium ingots, but that clearly can't be a boss. And it has also destroyed the conjuring altar here, so I need to go find myself another one then to summon the mourner, which fortunately I do know the location of another one here. Right, let's go with it then. So this is the mourner now being summoned. Which, are you just ahead? Oh no, we are getting a bit more of a form. And a lot of thunder and lightning. Okay then, are you much tougher than the destroyer? I really don't think so. I think you took a lot more time spawning in than you did surviving here then, chap. But thank you very much for all of the goodies then. It dropped us some remorseful essence, which we can look into that in a second. We can use the remorseful essence alongside some scarlight to make the remorseful gem, which we can then combine that with some other items here to make different weapons, I guess. Those could be interesting, but so far these bosses, or stronger mobs, whatever those things are, aren't really cutting it for me. But I know that we definitely have 3 other ones that I can look at. So the first boss that we can fight is Rahovart, which we can summon him from a conjuring altar within the Nether. But similar to us summoning the Lunar Grue, we will need to build an altar within the Nether to summon it, which we can make one using some Demon Stone, some Ender Biotite, and a Demon Soulstone. The Demon Stone itself is simple enough to make using cobblestone and a nether wart. The Ender Biotite we can simply get from the ores here within the end. The Demonic Soulstone I believe we get from an Ebon Kako Demon, which we use a soul key in the diamond block here, and that summons the big bugger here, similar to our Lunar Grue, who's a pretty one, but also dies just as easily as the rest of them. And it did indeed drop us our Demon Soulstone, so that should now be everything that we require in order to make the Demonic Soul Cube. And then with some obsidian and some blocks of diamonds, we then make this altar here to it, which isn't yet complete. I need to put in another block of obsidian on top, but I'm thinking just beforehand, let's maybe burrito up, because I reckon this might be quick. So I will place down the block there, and we use our soul key on the middle part, which starts the Rahovart event. And here he comes, I think. So I have done a bit of reading about this, but not too much. Essentially this boss starts summoning in those belfs, which I need to take out first of all. There actually, so they're nice and quick to take out. And do we then just harm him, or take out the nasties around? Well, there's certainly a lot of belfs here, as well as a lot of wraiths, but if I allow him to have these belfs out for too long, I believe he summons a huge wave like that to kill us. Maybe I can just kill you. Do I need to take those out? I guess so. I'm not really sure if I'm doing much damage to this thing here, or if it's the explosion of the wraiths. This is that attack gearing up by the looks of it. But we've reduced his health a little bit so far, not too much, and I was able to hit him a bit there. But that big attack is definitely going to get pretty bad if it keeps hitting us. I think I can just hit him here actually. We are in phase 2 now, which we are still absolutely melting his health there, so that's not too bad. If you chaps would leave me be, we could keep doing this. I don't think I actually need to kill those belfs. I think we can just tank our way through that. Okay then, I think I made that a bit more complicated than it needed to be, but we've done it. Now, what did it drop for us? Here's all the spoils in the middle. I will check on exactly what we got, maybe after we get out of here. Can we mine those up? Well, we can actually. And I see what it's done. It's generated this entire arena around it here. Okay, that's pretty neat actually. And I'm hoping that I've made this far enough away from our nether portal that takes us in. So we of course got ourselves quite a lot of experience, which I am definitely happy to take. At least this lets us replenish a lot of the experience we used to enchant our tools the other day. We also got ourselves some diamonds, some demonic hearts, nether stars, demon soulstones, blaze powders, some other blocks, doom fireball charges, hell fireball charges, and a wraith sigil. We can use the demonic hearts alongside some aberrant stone and an aberration soulstone to make an aberrant soul cube. And this is the item that we need to make to fight the next boss, which is an end-related boss called Asmodeus. The aberrant stone is once again pretty simple to make, using cobblestone and endstone. And for the aberrant soulstone, we need to summon a crimson epion using this structure here, and a soul key, which brings this little chap out, which really isn't all that difficult, just annoying that it flies a bit. But it is now dead, and there is our aberration soulstone. So we can now combine that with our demonic hearts to make the aberrant soul cube. And so long as these nasty buggers leave me be, then I can set up the altar required to summon Asmodeus. And I believe that's the altar now all set up, so I've burritoed up once again. Let's summon this bad boy then. Which, this is an interesting area that is prepared for us. But here he comes. And of course it's a bloody giant trite, isn't it? Alright then chap, let's do this. If I could hit you. Which I guess I need to take out these little chaps first. Right, so it is spawning in a lot of these things which we need to take care of first of all, and then get out of its way. Ramons, perfect, just what I love. And I think we need to take out these guys here because they give it some form of a defense. Also, this thing is hitting quite hard. And teleporting to us. Oh, I've also noticed that our burrito buff is gone. Okay then, that's made this a bit more difficult. Why can't I hit you? Oh, I hit your gun, I see. Right where it hurts. Okay, this is a bit tougher than I was expecting it to. I'm a bit disappointed that our burrito buff is gone, because that really could have helped here. At least we have some pillars to hide behind until it spawns. This fight is not going to be just as easy as the other ones. I wish I could get a moment's peace here just to heal up a bit. I'm not sure what attack there has removed my burrito's effects. Probably that one there. So if I'm careful, I should be able to go back towards him and do a bit of damage before I'm killed. Or not. Right, let's do this then. Let's hit him right in the gun. Which we are doing some damage there to him, but he's still doing so much more back at us. This is definitely a step up from Rahavart. It's so annoying that I can't hit him at times. Although I think this is phase 2, and this is where we kill those things. Maybe that's why. Actually, it'll be these things there. Those are what we need to kill. Plus the trites. Okay then, well I think I'm kind of getting the hang of this boss fight. As long as I just stay away from the damage coming at me, and all of the nasties of course, then it's not too bad. And I do think it's these chaps here that we need to take out before we can do damage to it. Unless we can't hit his gun anymore. Oh no, there's another one here. And with them down, we can now hit him in the gun again and reduce his health just a little bit more. He summoned another one of them, which is now dead, so back in to hit the gun, unless there's another one, which there is right here. He's now dead, so back in for some more damage. Phase 3, might be able to just tank our way through this. And done it. Okay, good. That was a bit tougher than the last one certainly, but we've managed it. And now just a bajillion trites here to take on. Yep, that fight was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. But here are the spoils of it. Corrupted skulls, some more diamonds, another Wraith sigil, aberrant soul stones, doomfire charges, nether stars, demon soul stones. A lot of different goodies here, which is nice. But it's the corrupted skulls that we need, alongside some shadow stones and an undead soul stone to make the undead soul cube for the final boss, which is a Malgalich, and we need to fight it somewhere here within the Lost Cities. And I reckon then that that boss is going to be some form of parasite, which I'm struggling enough taking on normal parasites, never mind a boss version of one. So I may need to regroup a bit and get some better enchants on my armor and weapons before even considering taking that boss on. So I think we will look into tackling him at another point. But I'm thinking for today, 2 sub-bosses and 2 actual bosses, never mind a newborn dragon. We've certainly done not too bad.